Hello. David? Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicholas, and I am your host today, along with our very own David Old. And a big welcome to everyone, including those joining us online here at USCW. We draw upon the universal wisdom found at the heart of all world's religions and offer a spiritually progressive, socially responsive, and radically inclusive approach to life that is as practical as it is mystical. We come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. Wherever you are in that process, we are glad that you are joining us today.
And today we are delighted to have Mike Karloff back with us and doing piano, and then we have Madeline Abanid being our soloist today. So, Madeline, good to have you back here. Thank you so much. And at this time, I'm going to invite Nicholas to open us in prayer.
Thank you, David. So let us all sit quietly and relax a little bit as we close our minds to thoughts of all that's outside and focus on why we're here. Dear Holy Creator, I find assurance in knowing that divine love is with me. No matter what events unfold in my life or the world, I can always feel the loving, supportive presence of God within me. If I feel upset, I remember Spirit's constant loving presence. If I experience fear or doubt, I look for evidence of the divine amongst any pain or suffering I encounter. Regardless of the circumstance, I search for the good, including acts of kindness and helpfulness or examples of strength and resilience. I place my focus on the expressions of divine qualities that I find all around me. When I discern the good in challenging or negative situations, I feel assured God is with me and I am at peace, and all is well. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Nicholas. Also, I want to let you know that today our prayer chaplain is Sean Sharkey, and there he is. He walks in right now. Hey, Sean. Sean will be available to pray with anyone that would like someone to pray with directly after the service in our prayer room upstairs. And Sean, thank you for that service.
And we have a prayer request box just to the right, my right, your left of the stage. And please place your prayer request in the prayer box, and our prayer chaplain team will hold those requests in prayer with you.
Also, just a reminder that we do have a online telephone 24/7 prayer request line. You can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY, 1-800-NOW-PRAY anytime, and you will be connected to Silent Unity and to someone that is there, willing and able to pray with you. So please remind yourself that that service is available.
So now is the time for some music. Mike and Madeline, what do you have for us today?
First song is a Karen Drucker song, Let's All Stand If You're Able, and we're going to do Today I Choose. And now we'll slow it down with the power of now.
Power of now is always present, nowhere to be than where you are. The power of now flows oh so gracefully. The power of now is always perfect, nothing to be than who you are. The power of now flows oh so easily. Be willing to let go of the power of now.
Great choice of music. Thank you. So unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God, and that we create our experiences of life according to the thoughts and the feelings that we hold in mind.
Unity was founded on prayer. We believe and teach that affirmative prayer and meditation changes us by raising our consciousness and helping us realize our connection with the divine and the truth of who we are.
Our affirmation for November is, I am a powerful spiritual being whose divine inheritance is freedom, and so I lovingly release all baggage, limiting beliefs and old wounds, and open fully to life, love, and joy. Will you repeat that with me? I am a powerful spiritual being whose divine inheritance is freedom, and so I lovingly release all baggage, limiting beliefs, and old wounds, and open fully to life, love, and joy.
So now Mike and Madeline, are going to perform a special song for us.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to learn how to live. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. decision right here and now.
What a lovely voice you have, Madeline. Thank you so much. That's lovely, and thank you, Mike. Absolutely. We are so blessed, aren't we, to have such a wonderful group of musicians that perform here, and I'm just, I don't know, it's the choices today, for me, every one of those just were dead on. And I love this song by Daniel Nahmod, and I've had a chance to meet him on several occasions. So today we have, first of all, again, welcome. Welcome each and every one of you, and I'm delighted to see all of you out here. And also, I'm delighted that we have people constantly showing up online. And so for those of you online, we welcome you as well, and thank you for joining us today. It's my great honor today to introduce Justin Teeuwen. Justin is a friend of ours. He's been here on several occasions. It's really great to have him back. He's going to be speaking today about reality begins in consciousness. But let me tell you a little bit about Justin. Justin is the founder of Meta Excellence, and it's a team dedicated to helping individuals thrive and succeed through a love of learning. At Meta Excellence, they believe in taking chances, embracing growth, and having fun along the journey. Justin embodies these values, reminding us that while everyone is creative, nobody is perfect. And he encourages us to take ownership of our challenges and find solutions, fostering an environment of creatively accountable individuals. So, Justin will also be facilitating a workshop today, 12:30 to 2:30, so we hope you will stick around for that as well. And at this time, I'm just going to invite Justin to come on up. Please give him a warm round of applause. Justin, so glad to have you here, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm turning it over to you.
Excellent. Thank you. Just got a couple things that I set myself up for to get my notes. And to help me stay on track. Okay, so if we can get the next slides. So I'm really excited for the music that was actually selected today about how we have the power to choose our thoughts and our mind. So if we can skip 2 slides. I'm going to show you a little bit of where we're going to begin here. So it's a little hard to read, but you've probably heard this quote: all that we are is a result of what we have thought. That's a famous quote from the Buddha in the Dhammapada. You'll see there that quote there. Your thoughts create. And it doesn't matter the spiritual tradition that you might hail from originally. They all say that in one way or another, how our thoughts create the reality. Kind of sounds a little trippy, right? Like I'm about to tell you about the Matrix or something like that. And what does that mean when we say that our thoughts create? Well, thoughts are like seeds. It's a little difficult to see in the image here, but I have this picture of a flower that's starting to bloom and blossom right in the middle of a bed of leaves, of decaying old leaves. And that's what thoughts are like. They are these seeds that we plant, and as they are planted and nurtured, they form the reality in which we embed ourselves. So I'm going to take you through a little exercise. Next slide, please. I'm going to take you through a little exercise. And what you see here is a picture of a refrigerator. That's what's up there right now. And so I want you to think of the last time you were in your fridge. I want you to think of the last time you were in your fridge. Now, I'm going to warn you, I'm going to interact with the audience in just a moment. So I'm going to ask somebody to volunteer to share what's in your fridge. Okay, what was in your fridge the last time you looked? And we got this on. Okay, we got someone. Thank you.
This morning, there was kefir for gut health.
Kefir for gut health. Great. If we can just stick around a little bit longer, what else did you see that was in your fridge when you were there?
A blend of fruit juices, like a thick puree and meant for green smoothies.
Thank you. Now, while I was asking him that, I'd like to pick on somebody else, somebody totally random. I'm going to choose you, okay? When he was sharing about what was in his fridge, what was going on in your fridge?
I was thinking about the last time I was in the fridge.
And when was that?
Well, I pulled out some leftovers to heat up. And
Yeah.
then I noticed the spaghetti squash from our garden
Beautiful.
that used to be. And a butternut squash
Yeah.
also. And they had started to get black, moldy stuff in the back. So I pulled them out and chopped them up and put them in the compost and thought, well, that's good for now.
So while we were talking about kefir and the smoothies, you were thinking about an aging spaghetti squash. Can we do one more? What was in your fridge when you last looked?
Tomatoes,
Uh-huh.
apple cider, what else? Oh, I just looked at one side. So, yeah,
Yeah.
my soy milk and things like that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is what I mean by how thoughts create. You notice that I'm asking and dialoguing with one person, and yet each of you was having your own thoughts. Each of you was having your own thoughts about what was going on in your fridge. So it's not just that thoughts create, but that words are powerful too. Because when I put that out there, and I said, what was in your fridge the last time you looked? There are people in the world who don't have a fridge. That when I ask them that question, their thoughts go to, I don't have a fridge. I don't have something to store my food in that way. This is the power of how thoughts create. That without even intending it, when we put something out there, we are automatically directing everyone in the room to that kind of thing. So we have to be really mindful. All of a sudden you might start to worry about how you're going to direct your thoughts. So remember, your thoughts, let's go to the next slide. Remember, your thoughts create, and whatever you think about becomes your reality. It becomes your reality. This is just a picture of a garden that you see here. And just like a garden, we have to continually tend our mind. We have to keep the plants that we desire, and we have to pull out the weeds. You know, the technical definition of a weed is an unwanted plant. Well, we have thought weeds, which are unwanted thoughts. And today we're going to be examining a little bit of what our thoughts are like. Let's go to the next slide. So I want you to think for a moment about who your narrator is. This is just a picture of a book that you see behind me here. Who is the narrator in your mind? For example, while I'm talking right now, you have a narrator that's actually guiding you through listening to me. And it might be all kinds of things. It might say, wow, I really like this talk. That Justin guy, he's really got something going on. Or you might say, look at what he's wearing. Or you might be thinking, did I lock the door when I left? Why didn't you check it sooner? So I want you to think about this narrator that's going on in your mind. And let's go to the next slide, because there are 3 different ways in which that narrator is actually talking to you. It could be talking to you as an individual using I statements. I don't like this. I do like that. Don Miguel Ruiz says, be impeccable with your word. To speak with integrity and to say what you mean and avoid using words to speak against yourself or to gossip. We use the power of word to offer love, not for fear or pain in others. Now, if you're speaking to yourself, you might sometimes be like, you shouldn't have done this. I know I do this sometimes. You shouldn't have done that. And we switch to this second position, right? Where it's me, but I'm referring to me as you, which is kind of interesting. You shouldn't do this. You should do that. Remember, you need to do this. And you speak to yourself as another. Well, there's a benefit to that. What we're doing is holding ourselves accountable when we do that. But we're doing it where we're a little bit connected. We're not as personalizing it when we say I. We're a little more distant when we say you. But we're still a little bit connected. And then finally, you might be wanting to be very distant from something, and you may actually refer to yourself in the third person. Well, you know, people shouldn't do that. And in this point, you're now just really distancing yourself from it. And when we distance ourselves, we don't have to internalize the behaviors. We can just put them outside ourselves when we do that. So I want you to just think for a moment about what your voice is like? What perspective does your voice come from? And let's switch to the next slide. So I'm going to be offering you a couple new swear words. Okay? And these swear words are words that you want to use with intent. I'm not going to say you shouldn't use them. I'm not going to say you can't use them, but when you use them, you have to be very intentional because these words will shift the way in which you think in subtle ways that you don't realize it. Let's go to the next slide and see what these words are. So here's a couple of them. Like, I'll try. Or, if it works out. If it works out, that's how we'll do it. I don't know if I can't do that, right? And when we say if or try or can't, we automatically are limiting our reality. We are creating a limit when we do that. We are implying that there's failure, that failure is going to come. Should invites a limitation. It's a precise way of doing things. Oh, you should do this. By the way, I changed my should to could. I could do this. And look how quickly that changes. I should drive safely. I could drive safely. I also think it's a good idea to drive safely. Right? I don't know an impossible. Push what we can access to out of our reach. But is what we use when we are wanting to ignore the positive. You know, this is what I really like about you, but, and then we start talking about what we really feel. And I don't know about you, but when I hear the word but, I stop listening to whatever came before that. We just cut that right off. So let's go to, just hit the slide one more time, and you'll see what words show up in your life that feed negative thoughts. Just share it gently with the person next to you or around you. What words show up in your life that feed negative thoughts? Take a moment and exchange that with the people around you. So now that we've warmed up our minds a little bit, I'd love to hear a couple. What are some other words that show up in your life that feed negative thoughts as you reflect on it? I don't want to. Yep. I'm tired. I don't have the energy to do this right now. That's a big one. I wished you wouldn't. Yeah. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. Absolutely. What's that? I'll start Monday. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start in an hour. Yes. I only have one life. Which can be inspiring too if we use it, but it also can be, well, I've only got one life. I don't think I'm going to do that one, you know? So yeah, we have these negative thoughts that plant in our mind. Let's go to the next slide. So how do we go about shifting our thoughts? How do we create lasting change? Let's go to the next slide. So when you enter a mindset, you are entering a new world. In one world, the world of fixed traits, success is about proving that you're smart or that you're talented, validating yourself. In the other, the world of changing qualities, it's about stretching yourself to learn something new, developing yourself. So you have a choice. Mindsets are actually just beliefs that we hold. And they're powerful beliefs, but they're just something in your mind. And you can change your mind if you want to. This is a really great quote by Carol Dweck, who's the author and originator behind Growth Mindset. If you've heard of Growth Mindset, then you've probably heard of Carol's work. And that's what Carol's talking about, is the power of shifting our mindset. So let's go to the next slide. So what does it take? Let's say, okay, but I've got all these negative thoughts. And I know that was me. Growing up, I had a very negative mind. And I didn't realize it, but our society is leaned that way. Our language leans that way. And I wanted a new opportunity in my life. So it comes down to having three key ingredients. You have to ask yourself, are you ready for change? We may want change, but wanting to want change is not the same as actually desiring that change. So are you ready? Are you interested? Are you actually open to change? And to be open to change means that whatever you're doing, you're going to have to do it a little bit differently. And if you are like me and like most people I know, change is generally effort. Change means effort. It means difficulty. It means I'm going to have to put in work. And what do you think our natural brains want to do? Stay the same is where we'd like to be. We'd love to stay the same. But if we could change, we got to be open to that. So we got to be willing. We got to be ready to do what it takes to shift through that. So there are 3 ways in which we can go about doing this. We can recognize our why. What's your purpose? Where are you going with this? I know one of mine that drives me a lot is I often think where I'd like my life to be when I'm retired, when I'm older. I think about that. And then I say, how can I do that now? Because I don't want to live my dream life in 20 years or in 30 years. I want to live my dream life today, even if it's just in small ways. So that's my why, is how do I live my dream life today? That's a question that I regularly ask myself. And we are going to need to overcome obstacles that are going to come in the way. When we're rooted in the understanding that change is possible and that we have the power to shape our own behaviors, we're able to then overcome those obstacles, just recognizing it's just a step. Like we heard in the song earlier, this too shall pass. These moments will pass away into others. And so once you start seeing results, it's very encouraging. But those results may be a little slow in being forthcoming. We have to be attentive to them. We have to see where they are. So I'm going to ask a bit of a scandalous question. Are there limits? Think quietly to yourself. Are there limits? If so, what might those limits be? And you might be thinking, well, Justin, that depends what you mean by limit. But let your imagination wander for a moment. Think of something important in your life, and then ask yourself, where's the limit of that belief? Let's go to the next slide. I love this quote from Bruce Lee. If we go one more slide. There are no limits. There are only plateaus. But you must not stop there. You must go beyond them. I really love this image that's behind us here. You have this person that's, stepping, and they've been climbing, and if you've ever climbed a mountain or even a hill, you can't really see the peak until you get there. So you get to this peak, and you think you're there, and you realize, oh, it's actually just a plateau. There's more mountain to go. That's what we mean when we say there are no limits, because there is more to reach towards. So I'm going to guide you through a meditation now. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and settle in, or you can soften your gaze. Take a couple deep breaths, as big as you can, filling the air in your lungs. Notice the sound of your breath as it moves in and out. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm now. Pay attention to how your chest or stomach gently rise and fall with each breath, like a slow, steady wave. You could place your hand on your belly and feel the soft movement, or you could just imagine it. Now, focus on the air entering your nostrils, cool, blue, and fresh as it comes in, and a little warmer and red as it flows out. Notice how the air feels brushing against your nose, and listen for the subtle sound it makes as it moves. And if your mind starts to wander, that's totally okay. When you catch yourself thinking, just gently guide yourself back to noticing the sound of your breath, tuning back into that familiar rhythm. Now, bring forth to your mind a challenge that you've been facing. As you think about this challenge, who's with you? Think of the friends, family, the colleagues who might be there with you. Where are you right now? Are you at a retreat? Are you at home? Maybe in a cottage? Are you in a business setting? What time of day is it? Is the sun out or is it nighttime? Now, as you think about this challenge and the people that you're with and where you are, you've come to that crucial moment where you've usually seen yourself get stuck. Only this time, it's different. You have the ability now to see it with new eyes that are coming forward as you see this from a different, larger view. This time, something new is showing up. Maybe it's a light off in the distance or a vibration close to home. Let it bubble up, percolate to the surface as a feeling, an insight, or a word, or a couple of words. Let these insights flow. Don't judge them as good or bad. Just let them flow into you and notice what it feels like. Where is it located in your body? Bring your awareness to it. Maybe gesture to it. Where in your body is this? This insight, this idea to move through this challenge. Feel the warmth of this insight fill you. The light of these ideas is guiding you out of the fog. It's all clicking into place. As you come back to our space, let this feeling, this insight for this challenge settle in. And when you feel ready, I'm going to invite you to gently bring yourself back to the space, bringing that feeling with you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. While you're coming back, we can go to the next slide, please. While you're coming back, I'm going to invite you to think about this really great scene in Through the Looking Glass in Alice in Wonderland. The Queen of Hearts says, "I'm just 101, 5 months and a day." "I can't believe that," said Alice. "Can't you?" said the Queen in a pitying tone. "Try again. Draw a long breath and shut your eyes." Alice laughed. "There's no use trying," she said. "One can't believe impossible things." "I dare say you haven't had much practice," said the Queen. "When I was your age, I always did it for half an hour a day. Why, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast." So you might think, well, I can't fly, but sure you can. In an airplane, in a helicopter, in a hovercraft. Even have those hang gliders where you could have some wings if you really want to feel that. Anything that we do that we think is impossible is only limited by our imagination. So if we practice our imagination, we can then find the opportunity, find the miracle, be the miracle that we are looking for, and invite it. And when we are looking for it, we are much more likely to find it than if we hope it's going to show up without any effort on our part. Let's go to our next slide. So, if you are ever in doubt, I want you to think about this plant growing in the corner between a rock and a hard place. Okay? And I want you to think about how you can. And we're going to practice. We're going to say it 3 times together. Yes, I can. And so I'm going to invite you. Let's do our first time. Let's see how we do. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can. Now let's do it one more. That was great. We just practiced the words. Now we're going to try and feel it. So I want you to dig deep into that feeling. And let's try one more time. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can. Now I really want you to go deeper into the heart of your knowing self. I want you to find that joy, and I want you to say it with real meaning, deep, joyous meaning, so much so that people outside this room can feel it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, you can. Next slide. So when we are faced with adversity and we're not sure, choosing to be positive is fundamental to our success. And we're going to skip 2 slides here. And so I want to leave you with this quote, and I love this one if you've heard it before, but I'm going to tell you a quick story of where it comes from. I did a little research to try and find when was this first published, and it was in the early 1900s, somewhere between 1900 and 1905, and it was actually a part of New Year's resolutions. It was some writer's idea to help inspire people to reach for those new dreams. So watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. I want to thank you for spending this time with me today and exploring what we can find next for ourselves. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful talk. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, just remember that we have a whole workshop afterwards. And so we invite you, if you enjoyed this talk, if it's really inspired you, Justin, do you want to say a little bit about your workshop that's coming up?
Absolutely. What we're going to be focusing on is how to actually reshape our minds. So we're going to really dive deeper into what your mindset is like, take a real good look inside to where we are, and begin to reshape and choose where we want to head next with abundant thinking.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, at this time, let's just take a moment and let's go into a meditation and spend some time in the silence together. So we do just rest here, rest in our seat. We close our eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. So we allow all of what we have just heard to just settle in. And if there's anything about that talk that spoke to you directly, we bring our attention to that. And I'm going to bring my attention to gratitude right now. Grateful for Justin and for the talk, the inspiration that he provided us today. And it shows up so much, it's so much in alignment with our third unity principle that we create our life experiences through the words and the thoughts that we hold in our mind and the words and thoughts that we feel. It's something we need to ever be mindful of. So I am grateful, and allow yourself to feel gratitude. Gratitude for this day, gratitude for this message, gratitude for this community. So what we're going to do right now is we are just going to sit here for just a minute or two in the silence with open hearts and open minds, grateful in gratitude for this day, this message, this community. And what else are you grateful for? So we rest now with a grateful heart in the silence. So as we prepare to close this meditation, I ask you to bring to mind just one more thing that you are so incredibly grateful for, and that hold that in your heart, hold that gratitude, hold that person, that thing in your heart as we continue through this coming week. And so, in gratitude, we say, so it is, and let it be. Amen. I invite you at this time to give Justin a really just a warm round of applause for that talk. I truly enjoyed that. So glad I could be here today for that. I've got to get my notes, left them over here. So I do want to thank again Madeline for your music today, and Mike at the piano. Gosh, it's great to have you all here. Thank you so much. And then Ibrahim, thank you for all you do over there and our broadcasting, our live streaming. Thank you so much.
At this time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being, which is now shown on the screen.
So we have a global vision. Will you speak that with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me, please?
We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world. And we have a personal statement of being. Will you please say that with me? I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
We have a lot of activities and events happening this month that you will need to be aware of. Additional information about these and other classes and events can be found in our newsletter and on our Unity Spiritual website. Also, there are sign-up sheets on the first floor of the fellowship room for all our upcoming classes and workshops.
So first, of course, as you know, Justin has his workshop at 12:30 today. It will be upstairs in the classroom.
Just for today, the book study group will be meeting an hour earlier from 11:30 to 12:30 in the conference room. Carol Ann Greaves and Devani Peters will be facilitating a book study group. The book they are presenting is The Diamond in Your Pocket, written by Ganji.
Yeah, Ganji, correct. And the reason they're meeting early is because they want to go to the workshop at 12:30. Yeah. Also, this coming Monday, the 24th, is the Feminine Sacred Circle that Tammy Melange heads. And so please, that will be meeting at 6:30 this Monday upstairs.
Every Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., right here in the chapel sanctuary, Nelson Ng will be facilitating a string theory music group. All beginners are welcome, so bring your instruments and come out and play. And don't be shy if you can't play very well, because it's not about how well you play, it's wanting to play. Next Sunday, November 30th, Reverend David Old will be our speaker, and his talk title will be Sacred Release, Healing Ourselves and Healing Our Earth.
Also next Sunday, afterwards, Ken Hart will be giving a seminar entitled The Hero's Journey, Joseph Campbell's 12 Steps Along the Path to Wholeness, as seen by Carl Jung. Ken did a wonderful workshop for us just last month, sort of an introduction, and this one will go deep. So it will be held here, and we will be recording it. And that's next Sunday at 12 12:30 to 2:30 in the chapel. Huh? Yes, in the chapel, right.
On Sunday, December 7th, from 11:30 to 3 in the main floor community room, the Unity Art Wall the Unity Art Wall Committee presents the Alumni Art College for an afternoon of connection, creativity, and colleges. Coffee, tea, and snacks will be served in the main floor community room.
Also put on your calendar for Friday, December the 19th. That will be our Christmas candlelight service, and that always draws a good crowd, and it's really a beautiful service. And we just sort of pull out all the stops and we sing Christmas carols. It's real Christmassy, and it's really beautiful. And so that will be on Friday, December the 19th, from 6:30 to 8:30, and then our December potluck will be that night. So bring food, bring friends, and let's come and just have a beautiful candlelight service and some wonderful times together in fellowship, and good food too. Also, just a quick shout out that we do have the 2025 Advent booklet available. It's the Christmas Advent booklet that Unity does every year. They do a new one with the meditations and readings for through Advent. There's only 8 copies left, so I think there's 4 over here and 4 behind the screen here. So if you would like to have your booklet, please grab one. I do have 2 Spanish versions left also for anyone needing a Spanish version.
A reminder that Sean Sharkey is available for prayer in the prayer room upstairs directly after the service.
So all of our classes, our programs, and our services are made possible by your generous donations of your time, your talent, and your treasure. We are deeply grateful for all of our volunteers and your financial support. And so our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support. Thank you.
And donating is simple. Visit our website to explore the many easy ways we've created for you to contribute, or use the donation box located at the chapel entrance from the foyer. For your prayers, love, time, presence, service, and support, we gratefully thank you.
So we now invite you to stand up, and let's open our hearts and our minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently to ourselves our love offering blessing prayer, followed by the prayer of protection. And so we will close with our song, this month's song, We Are the World. So please join us now as Nicholas leads us in our love offering blessing.
Divine love,
In me and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. The light of the love surrounds us, and the love of the divine enfolds us.
we are love.
The peace of love fills us,
We are peace.
and the power of love protects us.
We are power.
The presence of love watches over us,
We are present.
and wherever we are, love is.
All is divine.
And my friends, you truly are.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand. choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today, and please join us upstairs for a wonderful conversation and some good food as well. Thank you for being here.